this week, it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, Lothrin. It got into some of the nitty-gritty trade stuff, but it wasn't as good, 'cause, well, you know.
Yeah, we didn't have a ton to work with here. The encoded transcriptions were very decayed. You did struggle to put together as much as you did so that I could work many pieces into a proper arc. But at the very least, what did you think of Thum?
Oh, I like 'em. I'm glad there's a lot more stuff from later on that's not all broken up and tattered and stuff like this was, after he decides to leave the exchanges and go exploring and prospecting for the old Boo metals. That sounds like it'll be real interesting too. I can't wait to see that.
I find his casual nature and desire to toss away what he's earned to start fresh and see if he can reinvent himself to be his most intriguing and likely most steadfast jackal traits. Thum, he's sort of not what you would expect of a trading magnate. I don't think the money is what's important to him at all.
What? Wasn't that the entire point of the arc? The money?
Sorta. If you look closely, though, at what I was able to construct out of the more complete stories and pieces that you handed off to me, well, Thum, he shined most when he was making the deals at the exchange. I think that's the real him, the one that's negotiating a mutually beneficial relationship, striking contracts and deals that profit for everyone.
Oh yeah, the story made it a point that Thum wanted to encourage people to return to the exchange and do as much business as he could help them with. I was curious, did the name Panthers City stick? Lothrin?
Let me look it up. Just a moment. Here. No. It eventually became Pathard Exchange, the first megacity. Though only technically one, it's sort of the jackal mold for integrated interactive subcities.
Subsidies? What?
It has to do with designing a city based on what or how it's supposed to function, what it produces and how it interacts with the cities around it, and also keeping it to a certain size, a certain population, restricted in a certain area. Jackals, well, they're nothing if not seekers of the most modular and adaptable set of pretty much anything.
Oh, that's like the mixed stories about their sports. You got that set up for next week, right? About that, I was looking through your book a bit. Can I ask you something, Lothrin? Can I?
You may.
Okay, alright. So I found these other stories when I was looking through your book. I like your book. There's so much more there, but it's much harder to transcribe from. But the stories there, they all have these emerging and flowering floods of new technology. Oh, I like it.
What did you find there that got you so absorbed?
Well, there's a set of stories called Fleet. About a certain family line that starts with a brother and sister called Cam and Kath. I could only decipher like the first week or so, but they're so good. Oh, and so complete. All the data is there. It would be very easy to transcribe it all. Not like the start of Thum at all, but this will be a much better flow of stories with a much greater meaning and more interesting endeavors. Space is awesome. Oh, I like it so much.
You are correct. I will give you that. Space is awesome. What do you like so much about those stories in particular, young Jackal?
Well, for one, they focus on both Kath and Cam. Cam's an inventor, a tinkerer of sorts, and he makes a spaceship pretty much by accident because he has a need to survive. But then Kath is just as interesting because she also works with devices, but instead of inventing, she modifies equipment to develop tools to protect herself. Because she's a woman and she's aware of how vulnerable she is. But she doesn't see that as a flaw, but as an improved perspective to help herself through tough times. And those she cares about. And I really like it. The story's great.
Oh, you struck the heart of those early stories from your first few readings. Quite wonderfully perceptive of you, my young Jackal. I suppose the sport week can wait. For 1 or 2 weeks of Fleet, I do so love those stories. The obvious progression of the tech, because of both siblings' tinkering nature and how they fight and argue with one another, but always seem to end up working together to solve different but intertwined goals and problems. Well, there are a few stories that strike me with the magnitude and wonder and inspiration of these ones, but Fleet just hits me in that special way. I like it more than all the others.
This is gonna be amazing. I'm ending it here. Thum was a good experience, but we should have waited till we had more of the start. My bad. But big old massive ponderous bird will do splendiferous things with Fleet. Oh, Fleet's gonna be good. Supra stupendous things. Oh, good night and good luck, everyone. Don't forget to stay safe out there. No, wait, no, Lothran. There's work to be done. There's work to be done. Okay, no, we gotta get back to it. You shoot, go on. No, I'll wrap this up. You go the final transcribe the Fleet stories that I already did. Go on, scoop. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye. No, Lothran, we're done here, Lothran, we're done. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Goodbye. See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Tomorrow is Foundry Day. Oh, I'm gonna like that one too. I got another story planned. I'm still working on the game stuff, but a story for tomorrow for Okay, goodbye everybody. I gotta go. There's so much to do.